Hello everybody and welcome back to the channel. This is Terrifying Tuesday where we talk about all things horror, and today we have a little bit of a Scream update in the form of Melissa Barrera doing an interview where she talks about her character, and we're going to kind of ponder what this could mean for her character's fate just a little bit. Does it mean that she does indeed expect to be back? And if so, how? And what does it say about the other characters in the franchise as well? So let's jump right into it. Alright, so in a recent interview with Digital Spy, Melissa Barrera, who's doing another movie with the radio silence people responsible for the last couple of Screams, was asked about Scream. And she kind of elaborated on what she thought of her character. And this kind of gives us a little bit of hope in terms of knowing that the actress gets what a lot of people in the audience are getting about Sam. That Sam is kind of this unstable narrator who may in fact turn against us one day. I'm going to paraphrase what she says, but the article is by Digital Spy. You can find it fairly easy online if you want to find it and read it. I highly recommend it. She basically says that the character is both the villain and the heroine in terms of the way she's presented. She's our heroine, but at the same time, she kind of does have this villainous vibe. She enjoys what she's doing and she's a bit unstable. And Melissa said that this unstableness is kind of what attracted her to the character to begin with. The fact that this character could turn against us one day is something that I think she thinks about as well, because she kind of hints that she may be thinking along those same lines. She says she hopes that if they get a chance to do another Scream, that she'll continue to be that character because she knows that they're going to come up with something really clever for her character to do, something really clever and shocking. She kind of says that they knew what they were doing when they wrote this character. You know, those types of vibes are what you get from her within the interview. And that's kind of one of the things that I find exciting, that this actress kind of sees things the way a lot of the fans are looking at it as well. Because right now, especially with Jenna Ortega going and doing several other projects, it kind of implies that she may not be able to come back and do these movies. And if she can't come back and do the movies, how do you do that? How do you fix that? Does she die off screen? Do they use her for a brief cameo and tell her, hey, we know you can't come back, so we're going to have to kill you? And then how does Sam handle that? That's where a lot of the theories are going. And this interview has done nothing except fuel those fires, fuel those theories. And that's not a bad thing because it is an interesting theory to look at. If Tara dies, where does Sam go? Would Sam snap and suddenly go after her killers? It is a very Scream-like motive to have someone snap and go after the people that they deem responsible for the death of their relatives. But in this case, the killer that killed Tara would ultimately either be a mystery to her within the movie. Thus, you'd have Ghostface hunting Ghostface, or the killer would already be dead, and Sam would snap in the next movie or whatever. But I don't see them going that route, because ultimately, you have to remember that Melissa Barrera is doing a movie with Radio Silence right now. She's working on a project with Radio Silence that's going to be out next year. And then what's happening over on the other front with Jenna Ortega is working on a few projects now too. So when they're done with those projects, I think they have a spot lined up where all of them are coming back. Because the guy who plays Sam's boyfriend in Scream 6 said that he's coming back. Josh Segura, who plays Danny, actually said that your boy would be back, meaning him. He's going to be back in the next Scream movie. So if he already knows this, then that tells us right there that they are in fact doing another one. And if they are doing another one knowing that they're going to have to wait for some of the cast members, then they are planning on doing that. I don't see them killing off any characters off screen because they can't make it. And another theory that I've heard floating around is that Sam would be alone in the movie and that Tara would be off doing her own thing. I could see that as a thing that might happen. However, being that the dynamic between the two of them is so important, and also being that the dynamic between her and the core four is also very important, we have to look at it that way. After all, she is our new Gal Weathers, with Chad kind of being our new Dewey. And I've said this before. I've said this in multiple videos, that all of them sort of mirror the people from the previous movies anyway. With Mindy being our resident film buff, you know, being our Randy. With Chad being our Dewey, with Tara being our Gal Weathers. And of course, that leaves Sam to be Sydney. And it's not a far-fetched to look at it that way. Look at the character arcs that we've developed so far, and you can see that they need these characters to be in that movie. Even if they plan on killing off one of the characters, this isn't something that they're going to do off screen. So ultimately, that means that Melissa Barrera is right to kind of be excited to come back as the character and see where they're going to take her in this new and unexpected way. Could she in fact snap? Who knows? But whatever happens, all of the core cast members will at least start off being there to see it. But I want to know what you guys think. Does this news of her doing this interview excite you? Do you think that it means that she intends to come back to this character? Do you think radio silence will be involved? Let us know. Alright everyone, so don't forget to leave us that comment in the comment box letting us know what you think. And then share this video with all of your friends so they can be a part of the conversation as well. Don't forget to hit that like button as hard as you can. It's free. It helps the channel. We appreciate it. Miko says we need more subscribers, and you don't want to disappoint Miko. So go ahead and hit that subscribe button and hit that notification bell so you don't miss a single video we do. And then, friends, at the end of the day, I know it, you know it, and Miko knows it. Fandom is family.